So hi Lisa, I've watched so many of your videos and after listening to you my eyes opened to so many things. It seems like I had a completely false view on enlightenment and enlightened people. I used to put enlightened people on a pedestal, imagining them being better than a regular person. I also had this preconception that enlightenment frees you from karma and you become this perfect being walking perfection. Joanna, I'm really happy that from watching my videos, this is something that you're reflecting back to me, because what that's saying to me is you're getting to the place where you're beginning to stop seeing enlightenment as something that is beyond you, and you're beginning to pull it in yourself. So it's not about being this perfect person and getting to this specific place. You're pulling it and owning it in yourself, and that's super beautiful. Because if this person, this enlightened person, has to be like this walking miracle, it's something that you'll always be seeking for, because you'll never live up to that, because it's impossible for any human to live up to that. Every human can be a bozo. Every human can do shitty things. It's part of life. It's impossible to escape it in this life, doing shitty things. Like all of us have that, and it's actually coming to peace with that and holding that and like loving that as well, seeing that enlightenment holds the dark and the light, and it's not about morality, it's not about perfection, that's all in the human world. What is beyond that? This would explain a lot about Osho, who possessed such a great wisdom, yet at the same time he was such a troublemaker. I always wondered how that was possible. Now I know why. Your personality doesn't disappear miraculously, and you're still the same person, yet not at the same time. It makes sense. Yeah! Tick, 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 tick. I feel like one of those seals, like clapping their hands together, like... Bah, 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 bah. My question is, why to even wake up, since nothing changes except that you're the same of who you really are? Does enlightenment free you, really? Does enlightenment free you from suffering, or you still suffer but you have a different perspective about what you are experiencing? Is it possible to be enlightened and depressed? I don't know if it's possible to be enlightened and depressed. I don't really experience depression. I'm quite a vibrant, if you haven't realized, character. That was what really my tendency. I don't want to sell you enlightenment. There is just something happens, an energetic shift that is, if you haven't experienced it and you don't know what I'm talking about, there's this energetic shift that is beyond what you can imagine. Like when this shift happened to me in Bali, I couldn't believe that something like that could happen. It's become really normal now, but at the time it was so shocking. I couldn't believe that experience could be so different. And it's really magical, but it's not really something I can explain to you intellectually. It's not like a behavioral. At first I put it to behavioral things because it changed certain behavioral things in me, but it's not. Then after time, those behavioral things came back to an extent. And then other ones came in and then they went, and you know what it's like being human. It's beyond anything that you can describe in the human world. Maybe make it sound too dramatic. I try not to big it up too much, so it doesn't become a new thing that's like impossible for you to get to. That's what the mind always does, is it takes these words and then makes them really great and really like out of your reach. So I try to dull it down a bit. I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing, because maybe like if I spoke up more, then you'd vibrate with that, like it's like an energetic thing. But I always feel compassion for people to not like keep going on about it. So yes, I would say it's well worth it, but it's not a human thing. Ce n'est pas personnel. Hi Lisa. Hi Nick. Hi Clay. Dude. Yes, dude. maybe I should do like a knuckle bump. I literally can't believe you're talking to me through YouTube. There was no way I had any idea that I'd end up watching you or messaging you. Thank you for your response. I think I just have ideas stuck in me, and it's the dance of forgetting and remembering and trying to stay on the path. It's a long and I guess shared experience. I like it when you stop talking and let silence happen. Happy I happened upon your talk. Nice, Clay.